Hey guys, Mike Tang here with Tang Trades, back in a live trading video recap. This is going to be the recap on the single trade that I took today on SPY. Simple thought process behind it is right off the open, it just kind of consolidated around this range. But before I want to talk about that, I want to talk about the pre-market as well as the past couple of days. So the past couple of days has been kind of trading within this range or so, and so that's kind of what I drew through here. Pre-market is just going to be this gray area in here. Right before the market opened, it was hanging out above the line that I drew here. So right off the open, broke up, broke down, almost touched it and went right back up, and then it consolidated within this area for a little bit of time. Ultimately, it ended up picking up a direction, like it touched the top there, and I'd only be interested on the break of the above is if it was a break above and hold here, and then I would have got in. In this case, it broke. Next candle immediately dumped right back off into this range here. I saw it broke down. Okay, cool. The next one, it consolidated at this particular resistance line that I had drawn. So as soon as it kind of broke down a little bit more, I bought it. And then I got out of the trade pretty much immediately as soon as it hit the bottom. Now, one part of that is kind of a mistake because I thought I had bought two contracts. I only bought one, and so the idea behind this was that I was going to buy two here, get out one here, and then just put the other one at break even. And if it continued to go down, then I would be holding it, essentially targeting. I would be targeting pretty much this level here, the blue level. So that's what I would have been holding it for. My mistake. I thought I had two contracts. I have one, and that's just kind of how it went. I am a little proud of myself though, because I almost jumped the gun and I just followed my rules, and I did not. Now, if I did jump the gun, I probably would have benefited from it, but it is what it is. I didn't. So the reason I say that is after I got out of this trade here, I was ready to take another trade at this level here. What I was looking for was after it broke below here, I was looking for it to hold below, briefly touch the blue, and then I would have bought it. Instead, it almost touched the blue, and then it just went without me. So I didn't get into the trade. It could have, to be honest, and I just didn't. I just didn't react because I didn't. It felt like it did not hit my exact spot that I wanted to hit. So kind of how it goes, and it dumped off. Same thing again. It broke down, and so I said, okay, if it holds below and it touches essentially where I have my alert at, I will go ahead and get in. Once again, it did not touch, and then it just broke below. That's how it goes with trading sometimes. So at this case, I didn't want to, I didn't really want to touch it. So yeah, now it's just hanging out below. And this is the same thing with QQQ. I think the QQQ actually had a better setup, and this is what I mean. QQQ, I was also watching the morning. Same thing. Past couple of days has been trading within a range, very similar to SPY. I actually liked QQQ a little bit better, and the reasoning behind it was right at the open was hanging out above the previous resistance I had drawn already, just like this. And I was actually looking off the open for it to bounce at this level and then buy it back up. I actually was not looking at the screen when this happened, but because I really would have bought it in all seriousness. This was exactly what I was looking for. I was hoping for off the open, bounce below, buy it here, and then for the bounce back up to pretty much around this level in here, back to the normal, or even possibly to here. I just wasn't watching the trade. I was looking at SPY. I was just being distracted, and so I just didn't get into the trade. Ended up being really annoying. In this case here, Also, another opportunity here. I was actually in SPY when this happened, so I didn't get into the trade, essentially. This is another good opportunity. This would have been perfect, right? It consolidated at the low, broke below, held below. So you could have, there's one possibility, get in here. Another possibility is after it broke below, if you didn't get in here, consolidate, come back to the level where it broke. This would have been pretty much the ideal. So even if you didn't get in here, see it get rejected, cool. Get in on the next candle right here. That would have been perfect. And then hold it, stop would have been above here, and ride it down to whatever level you want to ride down. I probably would have written it down pretty much to this one here, the 87, just because I didn't think that this is a super strong level. I just threw it on there because that's what was respected previously. But, you know, that's just kind of how I would have went with this. As it stands, I didn't take a trade on either of them, so that's just kind of what happened for today's case. But I wanted to bring that up for today's video just to make sure, kind of talk about a little bit my thought process. And the reason that I was taking these is just because this was set up clear direction. So that's why I wanted to take them. The risk was pretty good. If I took the trade here, the risk would have been above here. If I took the trade here, the risk would have been above here. So I would have been pretty happy with these particular trades. As it stands, I didn't get it because the entry did not go exactly the way that I wanted. And yes, I could have forced it and I probably would have succeeded. But, you know, you never know. Sometimes if you do that, and oftentimes, of course, you know, whenever you do that, you get burned and then you look after the fact and you don't. Either way, I didn't take the trades, just one quick trade today, super quick, $8. Should have been more if I had my 2 contracts, but green is green, so I'm happy about that. And that's it for today's trades. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, consider leaving a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos just like this one. All right, thank you for watching and take care.